Good morning guys, welcome to another episode of Vintage Story. I went down with a rotten sore throat and cold, so this video is in sections. The first section is a succession of clips. While I was ill, I decided that I would power up by collecting things, crops. I would get my storage sorted out and I would start to draft out my building. So I've done quite a lot of work off camera, but I'm adding little snippets in to show you. Then I go on to talk, then I decided to show you how to make a saw blade, how to forge a saw blade, in case anyone is new to Vintage Story watching this and would like to see how to forge something. After that, I talk about my solution on chickens, and then I show you how I am going to start up bees, honey and hives. So I hope you enjoy this video. If you do, please leave a like at the end. Lean back, cup of coffee, relax guys. Hi guys, I've made a saw. Civilization. Oh yes. Fantastic. And now we have a door and chests. How many can I make? Oh, perfection. Oh dear. Well, we seem to have some livestock. I wonder if I put this down. Yes, it will give them something to eat. Okay, let's see if this will green up for them. Okay. Right, well that was a bit unexpected. And I'm awfully sorry, but I'm going to leave your babies to grow up by themselves. This of course then becomes a problem for wolves. Right, shift and right click. There we go. Another skin. I'll have a backpack soon. Some red meat and some fat. And I need to go and get some food for this lot. I'm going to have to fence this in now so that the wolves don't go in there. Huh. Well, a blessing, I think. I found turnips. That's really nice. More turnips, I should say. I'm afraid this fellow wandered up to my door. Hey ho. Right, let's try and cut him up. Shift. Listen to that horrible sound. A lot of people would like blood and guts and everything. Please no. It's bad enough listening to this. Now what? Did that not... Come on. Oh, I've got him. Right, he was just on a different level. I think I've got a backpack now, guys. Oh, and some floating bones by the doorstep. I love having a door. I love having a door. Now, I think that gives me 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. It does. That gives me a backpack. Now, I need to empty a whole line here. So I need to take this, and then that is that one, I think. Excellent. So if I put that in that slot down there, that's a lot better, guys. And we are one on the way to a new one. Fantastic. I am just building up resources here. Building up resources. Guys, isn't that wonderful? That's the first stalagmite I've seen. Oh, it looks gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. This is a bit of an exposed cave here. I am out here looking for bees, but I need to go home soon. Guys, look, these are the first mushrooms I've ever found. How wonderful. I wonder if these can be replanted. How fantastic. I am miles away from home. No, I'm not. Home is over there. Well, well, well. Did I pick them up? I did. We've got 5 mushrooms. How wonderful. Well, 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 guys, I've got a sore throat, but I had to show you this. Look at that. Beehive. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Hi guys, I am going through my saw blade like there's no tomorrow, and I thought that it might be helpful to show you how you forge a sword blade if you're new to Vintage Story. So first of all, you you hold down shift and right click. Oh, the instructions are here. I'm so used to not having them. Then you right click and then it lights up. You stick your bar in the top and wait for it to get to a temperature where you can actually work it. And pretty well you can see where it is. Now, when I first started playing Vintage Story, I thought that I had to fill the forge with coal. With charcoal. That's not the case. One piece of charcoal pretty well does 1 ingot, and in fact I have done 2, so it's a lot less problematical than you think. So you grab your bar over to the anvil, and the key with this is to make sure that your pointer is on the anvil, and then you have a whole range of things you can make, including the saw blade, which is the one I want. Shears are the one I want next. So there's all sorts of things you can make here, but the sword blade is the one I want. Now you press, oh dear, here we go. Right, okay, press F. Come on. Oh, I've got to be on the hammer. Common mistake. Press F. And then it will show you what you can knock out. Now, you can see this bottom lot need to be knocked out. So you just knock those out first. Okay, now I tend to run round rather than change the aspect all the time. This one needs to be knocked out. That one. And that one. Okay, and then we want to press F again, and we want to take this out, and then press F again because we're going the other way. So we take that way, and then press F again, press down, there you go. 1 sword blade. Add a stick and you have it. Okay guys, and morning has come to Vintage Story. Always a gorgeous time. Now I'm going to put my saw blade. You can see I've got a saw. Civilization, guys. Civilization has started to arrive. That's my building chest. Ah, this is my wood chest. Yes, I have a saw, but if you haven't made one before, this is great. And you can see that I've been making fences. I've been making all sorts, and you can see the different colours of the woods. Gosh, let's just watch the sunrise. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? As it rises through the mist. Here we go. Now, I've not been able to talk for a few days, so a lot of work has been done. and I thought that I might talk you through what I've been doing with chickens. And yes, guys, I absolutely love flowers. These are clay planters. You make them very easily with clay. You fire them in the fire, and then you can put your flowers in them. Now, they won't stay here, obviously. Well, I don't know about obviously, but they're just parked there in the windowsill to be out of the way. Right, so let's probably, oh good, my pine trees have grown. Now I wanted to show you what I've been doing with chickens. Chickens are an issue because you want to attract chickens, which is never easy, but then keeping them is an issue. Now, I realised that over there I actually had a family of chickens. So I had a cock and several hens. Now, chickens tend to run away from you all the time, but you can probably see that I had a cock, 2 hens, and some absolutely adorable baby chicks. And this is what I did. I made a small animal feeder. This is only 3 planks in a V shape. And then I put some flax in. Flax isn't very nutritious. So I've got this beautiful cockerel. I mean, look at this. Look at the way they move. And the chicks are adorable. I could actually do taking some of the grass off here. Now, key thing to remember with this, guys, is don't put your feeding bowl next to the fence, as I did to start with. Otherwise, they just use it as a leg up. Let me get rid of the grass. There we go. Now we can see them a bit better. So I should have 2 chicks, and look, that's a little yellow one, and that's a little brown one. Isn't that absolutely charming, guys? Just gorgeous. Guys, it's that time again when the moon sets, the drifters drift off. There's one drifting off under that oak tree, and the sun rises. Oh, look at that, guys. Look at that effect with it rising behind the trees. It's just so amazing. This game is really beautiful. I think the new terrain generation is quite spectacular. I thought you might like me to talk you through what I've done on chickens, rightly or wrongly. Now, oh, hello. Let's see if we can kill you. Go on, die. Good man. Did you drop any flax? You did not. Oh. Right, I actually have some chickens. Now what happened, guys, was that over to my right, in that sort of, just that dip there, I realised I actually had a family of chickens. So, this ground was flat, and I made myself a fenced enclosure. There were no holes around it then, it was just flat ground, and I put some blocks of earth, 2 on each side all round it, so that the chickens could come across the flat ground, get up onto the earth and into the enclosure. And then in the middle of the enclosure I put a small trough, which is just made by 3 planks in a V shape here, and I put some flax. But now the chicks have grown, and I'm very, very fortunate here, guys, because it looks like I had 2 white hens to start with. I don't know what you're doing. I shouldn't be showing that on video. But the brown one and the little yellow one have grown up to be a brown chicken and a white chicken. That looks quite disgusting. Now, why am I lucky? I'm lucky because if I had 2 cocks, they would fight. But now I have 4 chickens, 1 cock, and if I keep this fed, then it should be that I'm able to breed more chickens. Now, I'm hoping they're going to lay eggs if I put enough food in. Why have I got this huge pit around them? Well, we all know that I've got foxes over there and I've got wolves. I've also got wolves in that direction, I found out as well. And the foxes, I'm not convinced they can't jump fences. And there's certainly an issue with fences with chickens and foxes. So I decided I would do a pit. I don't think foxes can jump up too, and wolves can't jump up too, and I don't think either of them can jump up ladders, although drifters can go up ladders. So I've made it 2 deep. Why have I made it 3 wide? Because wolves can jump a 2 wide gap. So this little sort of moated area is my attempt at keeping my chickens safe. Time will tell, guys. Time will tell. Right, guys, I have found some bees, as you may have seen earlier in this video. So let's have a little go at seeing if I can remember how you do a beehive. Right, now I need some clay at the bottom, and I think I need another couple in there. There we go. So basically 2 in each block, and then we have a beehive. Now this is how you start off bees. I have marked bees on my map. They are over there. The first thing about bees is to actually find them, which is not the easiest of things. Now I'm lucky because I'm not in a cold area here, and I know that desert is hot over there. So to find bees, I've come to the margin of my area and the desert, and I saw that there were, you know, that this is a sort of warm area down here. So I thought that this was the best way to look for bees, was to go along the edge of the desert and see if I could find bees along here. You can see I've been mining for copper over here, and clay, by the way. Clay is so useful. So what I did was I decided that this was the way to go, and I have to say that this was just such a lovely area to come into anyway, guys, because I wanted to see this beautiful, beautiful formation here. It's like a sort of, we don't have bayous in the UK, but it's how I imagine a bayou is. Anyone from the States, tell me if I'm wrong, but with these beautiful, beautiful big trees. Now I'm heading in this direction. I was wandering all over here because I come over here and I had found copper. Quite a lot of copper. It looked like a very good area. Can you see all this copper here? And I realized I was coming into the sort of area that looks absolutely perfect for bees. It's warm, it's got acacia. Soybeans is another indicator, though these are turnips I was finding. And I came down here and I was meandering through the acacia trees, and I heard and saw bees here. And you see these little pixels, voxels, whatever they are. And when I came round the corner, there is the beehive. Now, in order to, I want to give the bees the best possible chance. So to get them to go into another hive, you have to put the hive very close to them. I'm not going to put it directly underneath in case I get it wrong when I'm breaking it. I'm going to put the hive right there. Now, you also have to feed them. I may not have enough here, but I think I probably do. So I'm going to, can't place this block here, it has fertile ground. Let's just surround them. And these are the sort of pictures that I love when you're watching this, is where you've got these beautiful flowers surrounding beehives. These are all within reach, I believe. So I'm going to try to make sure that, just take these up. Yeah, we've got lots and lots of flowers here. Yeah. As close as I can to the beehive. Now, if these bees are well fed, and these should be with the amount of flowers I've put here, hopefully they will see this one, nearby flowers 0. It hasn't picked these up yet. Population poor. This will grow with all the flowers, and we'll put more flowers round it, and then gradually it will get better and better and better. So that's how you start off bees. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Bye bye.